take you through a 20-minute, really gentle Pilates derived session that is going to be amazing to help alleviate back pain, really promote a sense of well-being and relaxation, and just encourage you to bring some positive movements into your day. So everything can be adapted to do laying and sitting on the mat, and we're going to start just by relaxing down onto the ground and just allowing our bodies to soften. Now it's worth mentioning, guys, you might want to grab a pillow, you might want to grab a blanket, make sure you're a really good temperature, socks if necessary, jumpers if necessary. You being comfortable is the main priority through this session. So I want you to start by just allowing the back of your head to melt into the ground. The backs of the shoulders soften and the spine melts into the ground. The hips are heavy and you allow that hands to rest on your ribcage. Imagine your feet are again just softening into the ground as you allow your body to be. If you need any additional cushioning, pop the pillow under your head, under your back, under your knees, wherever you might feel you need a little bit more support. Now, let's bring the attention to our breath. Focus on breathing in through the nose. Visualize filling those lungs up. And as you exhale, imagine those shoulders are sliding down towards your feet and melting into the ground. Breathe in through the nose. And really focus on that gentle exhalation as you allow those shoulders to soften. If it feels comfortable, send the arms out to the side and gently bring the arms above your head. And as you exhale, bring the arms all the way back down to the side of your thighs. Try and keep the fingertips and the knuckles on the ground. This is really lovely to help stretch the chest and wake up those postural muscles in your upper back. Bring the arms down. And again, bring them all the way up above your head. And as you exhale, bring the arms all the way down to meet your thighs. Gently pick up one knee, and as you exhale, if it feels comfortable, pick up your head so that your nose is coming up to meet your knee. And then as you exhale, allow the weight to settle back into the ground, head heavy. Imagine you are breathing into the space in your hip. We inhale. And as we exhale, gently send that leg back down towards the end of your mat. Opposite knee comes up to meet the chest. We breathe into our center. And as we exhale, if it feels comfortable, gently pick your head up. Look over that knee and then sink back, Head melts into the ground. Gently bring both knees up to your chest. And then we draw circles with those knees as you draw in, out, and around. So we are working into lovely circles. Again, range is neither here nor there. We take it back the other way. Just working those knee circles. And then drawing the knees gently into the chest. We never yank, we just gently draw them in. Now, if it feels comfortable, from your breastbone, peel your head off the floor, and then I want you to breathe in through the nose. And as you breathe out through the mouth, I want you to breathe through those lips. This encourages the shoulders, the cheeks, the face to soften. Melt that head back down into the ground. And again, we breathe in. And as you exhale, head comes up. Gently return those feet to the floor. I want you to stretch your arms up overhead. We inhale, bringing the arms overhead. And as you exhale, I want you to imagine you are pressing the ground away. And I want you to stretch those arms past your bottom, reaching for those feet. We inhale. Breathe, stretching the arms overhead, really drawing the shoulders away from your ears. And as we exhale, we bring the arms all the way past your bottom down to your feet. Again, inhale. And exhale. Last time. Inhale. And exhale. Really reaching those fingers for those feet. Imagine the back of your head is softening into the ground. The arms stretch for those feet and those shoulders soften into the ground. From here, ever so gently, if it feels comfortable, imagine you are peeling your tailbone off the floor. Range is neither here nor there. If you're happy to, lift the hips off the floor. Again, it doesn't matter if it doesn't make it, but have that intention of working into those hips. Squeezing your bottom, and then from the middle of your back, melt your spine down into the ground. And again, breathe in through the nose. Visualize those lungs expanding, the shoulders softening as you exhale. Peel that bottom off the floor, even if it only comes a couple of inches. And then melt down into the ground. Last time. Peel the tailbone. Send it up the spine. Visualize that sense of space and length across the front of the hips. You gently melt down into the mat, softening back down to the ground. We are going to talk about our spinal imprint. I want you gently to imagine you are dropping your breastbone down to meet your belly button, and your pelvis gently tucks up to meet that belly button. You will feel that gently flatten the spine down to the floor. Stretch the arms above your head, and as you exhale, slide one arm and one leg away, keeping contact with the heel and the floor. Really draw into the abdominals as you bring the weight back to center. Other side, opposite arm, opposite leg, stretches and extends away. You take it back to the center. And again, opposite arm, opposite leg stretches away. Really focus on maintaining that spinal position where your back remains gently connected through the floor. We take it back to center. And again, opposite arm, opposite leg. Take it back to center, final time. Opposite arm, opposite leg. Takes it back to center. Arms stretch for the ceiling. Feel as if your fingertips are reaching for the ceiling and your shoulder blades are drawing down into the mat. Imagine you are breathing into your center. And as you exhale, I want you to imagine you are bracing your tummy muscles and really focusing on that abdominal contraction. Ever so gently, bring the hands down to the ground, and we are gently going to roll onto our fronts. Heads rest on the floor, hands come out so your palms are down and your elbows are fixed to the floor. Ever so gently, breathe into the center. And as you exhale, imagine your eye line is following the floor 6 inches in front of you as you just bring your eye line up to the skirting board, mid-wall in front of you, not to the ceiling. And then imagine you are melting back into the ground. Forehead rests on the floor. See if you can squeeze your heels in to meet your bottom. Doesn't matter how close they get. And then as you exhale, unwrap those legs. Don't let them galump. Gently place them into the floor and then lift the eye line, working just to the breastbone off the ground. No higher. I do not want you here. I want you just working the top portion of your spine off the floor. It melts back down, and then squeeze those heels in to meet that bottom. As you exhale, allow those feet to gently connect with the floor. Lift the eye line, elevate, working those muscles in your upper back. As you exhale, you soften down. Squeeze those knees in to meet your bottom. So heels draw in. And then as you exhale, feet come back to the floor. Hands plant. We work up onto our beautiful 4-point stance. Now, hands gently plant underneath your shoulders. Imagine you are lengthening through the crown of your head and you are lifting your midsection. So imagine I've placed my hand on your tummy and I've tried to lift it up to the ceiling ever so gently. Slide One leg out behind you, thinking about working into that bottom. We gently take it back to center. Repeat on the other side. Leg slides. And then we gently draw back to the 4-point stance. And again, slide the leg out behind you. Draw back to center. Other side, slide the leg behind you. Take it to center. One more on either side. Slide that leg out, really thinking about maintaining that abdominal contraction. Draw back into the center. And again, last time. Elongate, lengthen and extend. Take it back to center. You are going to sink into the space you've created behind you. Doesn't matter how far you get. As you exhale, bring the weight back over your shoulders. One arm stretches to the front of the mat. And you take it back to center. Other side. Arm stretches to the front of the mat. Take it back to center. We rock back. We sink into that spine lengthening, lean back. Bring the weight onto the shoulders. One arm stretches away. Take it back to center. Other side. Arm stretches away. Take it back to center. Last time. We sink into the space you have created behind you. As you exhale, bring the weight onto your shoulders. Single arm stretches away. Take it back to center. Other side. Arm stretches away. Take it back to center. I want you to put the hand closest to me on your hip. And then I want you to rotate your torso. So you open up the chest, looking towards me, opening up this hip, stretching the muscles in your chest. Take it down to center. Other side. Hand rests on the hip. Rotate. Work that lovely sense of spinal twist. Again, range is neither here nor there. Take it back to center. Open up the chest as you rotate. Taking it back to center. Last time. Really allow those hips to open up as you work into the center. Taking it back to the 4-point stance. We are going to work a circle with those torsos. Really work round one way. And let's work back the opposite way. One more on either side. So come one way. Really finding that stabilization and that connection with those arms. Last time. Round we go. Taking it back to center. One leg comes out wide as you sink into a beautiful hip stretch. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth, allowing the weight to sink into the hip. Wide base really allows you to find that flexibility. Take it back to the center. Again, slide the leg out and sink. If that doesn't feel comfortable, sink into your child's pose. Really allow that hip to open. And then take the weight back to your 4-point stance. We're going to have 3 breaths to close. Inhale. As you exhale, sink into the child's pose or however far you get. Inhale in through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Inhale into the space in the base of your spine. As you exhale, take it back to that 4-point stance. And then just soften and relax. So there you have it, 20 minutes of gentle Pilates to bring some attention to your core, to bring some strength into those shoulders and those legs, to establish that beautiful sense of relaxation and connection with the breath. So I really hope you enjoyed that as much as I enjoyed delivering it to you. And until I see you next time, stay well and stay safe, and I will see you soon.